Hey, what we have here is the simple example that comes with the plugin. It's using all of these actions to define two items. Now, a better way would be, especially if you have lots of items, to import them dynamically. Specifically, I want to do this with a simple spreadsheet as source file, like you can see here. In order to get it to work well in Construct 2, we should output it as XML file. You may have noticed I'm using OpenOffice here, which is completely free. However, to get a good XML output, we still need to get a free plugin, which you can get from this site, which also has all the proper explanations on how to install it. The link will also be in the description. This is what the output should look like. And now I go ahead and import that XML file. If I can actually find it, that is. Okay, next we need to add two objects to handle the file, namely the XML and AJAX objects. There we go. Now let's get rid of all these actions. Next, I'm adding an action to request the XML file via the AJAX object. And what follows is an uncompleted trigger condition using the same tag here. Now the file can be loaded into the XML object with the last data expression. Lastly, for this event, I will be calling a function. And down here, I have already an empty function prepared. Let's get a sub-event here and select each node, making it go through each part of the XML file basically. As you can see, it requires a so-called XPath, which can be used to navigate through elements in a XML file. Since we will be needing a certain XPath string a lot, we make it into a variable. If you want to know more about XPaths, there is a link in the description. Now we are putting the newly made variable here. Time to actually define the items. Using the define item action, gotta get the string value expression of the XML object. Using XPath again, but amending it. Putting the loop index in brackets here. And adding /items to the string to point to the right column if you remember the spreadsheet source file. Now I simply copy the first part and add stack to the string instead. Also change the expression to number value to get it to return the right variable type. Now this takes already care of the item name and possible stack number. But we also defined weight and a heal property in the spreadsheet. Let's add the action define property. We use the same string from before for the name. Name this property weight. And the proper XPath string should have weight at the end here. Also change the expression to number value to get it to return the right variable type. We still have the properties column left to import. There is a brand new action in the latest version of the plugin, which comes in handy here. Load property string. And of course, we gotta get the same XPath string and make the second one point to properties. because load property string will actually override all properties. I'm changing the order here. Of course, there is still the binding to do, so add the bind object to item action. Once again, the same XPath string here, and select the potion sprite, which should probably be renamed as it's supposed to hold all items. And since we are adhering to a naming convention, again, that XPath string here. With a little twist though, since animation names can't have spaces, we should remove any with the replace expression. And since I just talked about it, let's give that sprite a more general name. To demonstrate how different animations of the sprite are set up, we should have a look. Okay, of course, we also need to get an item counter going. So let's use the bind object to item count action using the sprite font, of course. Once more, putting that XPath string here. And we already know these offsets should be -16 for the cell size. Oops. Okay, to see this in action, we gotta make some changes to the event above that previously added the potion item. And we make it add our new small, medium, and large potion items. Copying that and changing the names. Once more. And we should be good. But actually a little mistake slipped in previously. So I jump back here to add +1 to the loop index. This is due to the index being 0 based while XPath elements are 1 based. Unfortunately, gotta make this change to all the actions here. So I'm speeding the video up a little. And yeah, we should finally be ready to test this. Getting the inventory up, pressing X, and we can nicely see that it added 4 of each type of potion. And we can see the large one stacks correctly, like we defined in the spreadsheet with a stack size of only 3. Added some more and messing around. Yeah, so this is one way to get your item data dynamically into the game. I will be making a follow-up video demonstrating a few more things, especially regarding the properties we already defined. Take care, bye.